Wafaa Powell. Wafaa has lived in different cultures and would love to share her experiences to support others. She has a master's degree in sociology and counseling, and she is the founder and owner of Dancing Flavors, where she fills your belly with Lebanese food and then teaches you to shake it about with belly dancing. Wafaa's talk is about those trends that we follow in all aspects of life without questioning or checking facts, which can be misleading. So, thank you, Wafaa. Her talk is about what happened to resilience.
What happened to resilience? Am I the only one noticing that there is lots of victims around me? People being victimized by their faith, by their age, by their gender, by their all sorts of things, every aspect of life. And I've noticed sometimes we women are very guilty of that. Am I the only one to notice that men too experience discrimination, inequality, unfairness in the workplace and everywhere, despite their color and age and sexuality and all other life conditioning? Am I the only one thinking that we will be becoming, as a society and a community, we're becoming very sensitive, we're becoming a bit self-centered, or actually quite a lot self-centered? To an extent, I know lots of people who are trying to hold what they're thinking for fear of sharing and offending. And that doesn't fit with the freedom of speech. The more we focus on me and the others, us and the others, the more we're creating society and culture that is made of small pocket, made of separation. Our world now needs more than ever, we need unity and we need connections. I can see it. If we continue that way, we will be in a virtual world very soon living, because that is the safest way to live. Throughout the history of humans, there were always being conflicts. There were being people bullying and people bullied. There had been people controlled, people being controlled. There was people suffering. There was people having good life. Contrast of life always existed as long as a human existed. And we are now, the way we live our freedom, because for those people who stood up and spoke out or proved that there is better way to live. And that's what we always aim for. But also we have to accept that life is challenging. And when life challenges us, what do? We only can be resilient. Now, Kinda Sherry is an educational consultant in psychology, defines resilience as the ability to cope and recover from life setbacks, despite feeling the pain, the hurt, and the anxiety. What do I know about anxiety, or about not resilience, about resilience? What do I know about resilience? Well, I can tell you what I can tell you about the resilience. I have survived 20 years of war. I had to evacuate my elderly parents twice. I had to look after my father, who was bedridden for 3.5 years while holding a full-time job. I got married in totally new culture and a new country. And soon after that, I moved to another country and a new culture. And through it all, I did feel the pain, the unfairness, the loneliness, all what comes with it. But in all that time, I never focused on those things. My focus was on what I have. Lucy Horn is a TED talker, TED speaker. Her talk about resilience is a must listen. We all need to listen to it. She is a lecturer an author and a teacher about on resilience. She taught for years and years until the day come when she had to apply what she teaches others to do in her own life when she lost her young daughter in a car accident. And that is the best test to any teaching we do. Lucy defined resilience, resilient people in 3 characteristics they have. First, resilient people accept that suffering is part of life. They accept it, they don't fall victim to it. Lucy Horn talks about the second characteristic at resilience, as resilient people will focus on what they have. One of the sentences she said, and it sat in my heart and I will never forget it. She says, do not lose what you have for what you have lost. Do not lose what you have for what you have lost. How strong is that and how deep? Third, resilient people check on their thoughts and on their action. If they ask the question, if this idea, if what's in my head is what I'm doing is helping me, if the answer is no, they take responsibility and they do something about it. And I think we all heard and we know so many people who apply that. And we just heard some tonight. Any one of us can tell stories and stories about discrimination, about hate, about unfairness, about horrible accident and experiences. But we all have inbuilt within us, inside us, we have the resilience. We are born with it. All what we have to do is to dig it out and use it. So when life adversities hit us, there is only 2 ways. There is up and down. I made my choice. I wonder what you choose.